So are you that business owner that says that you don't like sales, or you don't want to appear salesy, or you don't want to be in a situation where you feel like you're bothering people? Well, look, if that's you, let's have a conversation. My name's JuJuan Buford. I'm broadcasting Detroit metropolitan area. Always got to put my city on, Detroit, from Incabizo. And look, what I want to talk about today is a conversation I had with a business owner recently who shared just that, right? And she indicated, look, JuJuan, I know I have to be involved in the sales process, but I don't like sales. I don't want to be salesy. I don't want to be problematic. And she asked me, what do I need to do to resolve this matter so I can increase my revenues? And I'm going to be transparent with you. The first thing I said was, you got to get over it. The bottom line is, I don't give a rat's behind about how people feel about my willingness to be professionally persistent, because there is a difference there, right? Being professionally persistent. And this is what I know. The average Joe doesn't make a buying decision, particularly if they're being introduced to a new product, service, or person, until they've been exposed to it 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. And so while you're out here being concerned about quote unquote being salesy, professionally persistent, you're sharing information with people, and then your competition is coming right behind you and they end up getting the client. It just is what it is. And that's something you just have to accept as an entrepreneur. You're not being salesy. If you are passionate about your jam, if you believe you are benefiting people, that people are better for having known you and being educated about what you do as opposed to not knowing you and not knowing what you do, then there's nothing wrong with following up with an individual in a persistent manner. Now, that doesn't mean call up people every 5 minutes, right? Or calling up people every day for the next 30 days, right? I'm not saying that. But having a cadence where you follow up people periodically to let them know what you do, there's nothing wrong with that. Look, the bottom line is, think about it like this. You have a real estate agent, right? Or realtors. They'll meet people. They know 99.9% of the time when they meet someone, the person's not ready to buy a house. But why do they give you the magnets? Why do they give you the pens? Why do they follow up with you periodically, give you the business cards and the calendars to inundate your residents with? Because when you make the decision to buy a house, who do they want you thinking about first? It's the same thing, right? You want individuals thinking about you first. There's nothing wrong with making sure that you do an adequate job of letting people know that you are open for business. Here's the other thing I shared with her, right, to deal with this whole being concerned about other people's thoughts. Look, 9 times out of 10, if you are listening to laypersons, if you're listening to individuals who are not entrepreneurs or business owners, right, they're going to give you that type of feedback and advice because they don't understand the game that you're playing, right? And if you buy people's opinion, you buy their lifestyles. The majority of people that you're going to interact with and consult with and talk with aren't full-time entrepreneurs and business owners. And you're spending your time being concerned about these individuals' opinions. Look, that is the kiss of death. You know what kills business owners and entrepreneurs faster than anything else? You know what is the common denominator of failure? Is listening to other people's opinions. That is the common denominator of failure, right? Because once again, 99.9% of individuals you come across, whether it's on Facebook, Instagram, any social media streets, I'm gonna be transparent to you. They're just sharing the veneer. Majority of them are not earning grown adult income as entrepreneurs. And I'm not knocking this, but a lot of them have jobs and the business is just something they do on the side, right? Or they're new to entrepreneurship, right? They're still diaper dandies. They haven't even really gotten their feet wet yet. And they're out here dispensing advice. So you got to get over people's opinions, right? You're concerning yourself with how people feel about your process and the approach that you're taking, and these individuals wouldn't show up to your funeral on a rainy day. You have to just get over it. And it doesn't mean that you're not sensitive. It doesn't mean that you're not empathetic to others. It doesn't mean that you're not out here for heart to help people and see people live their best lives or have a fantastic experience with your product service. But you just have to understand that if you have chosen this game called entrepreneurship, you've made a decision to cut across the grain. We think differently, we move differently, we prioritize things differently, we see the world differently. You're going to be swimming upstream, and initially it's going to be uncomfortable, but you've heard it said time and time again. If you haven't, you're hearing it from me. Success is not found in your comfort zone, it's found outside of your comfort zone. So yes, particularly if you are a new entrepreneur or if you are a business owner that is looking to scale, you're ready to go from a team of me to a team of we, this is the type of alligator skin that you are going to have to adopt to level up so you can grow, so you can scale, and so you can build something that at some point in time pays you whether you go to work or not. This is part of the deal. This is part of the process. So this is a quick small plate. You know I could go all in. Hey, check for the content on the Grow Givers Project on Substack if you want additional information. I celebrate your success in advance. Goodbye for now.